Check, 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 mic, one, check, mic.
Good morning, everyone. We now call this meeting to order for the private conference for 20 projects, which was published last February 26 to March 4, 2025. Before we proceed, may I before we proceed, may I request our back secretary to do a roll call of those who are in attendance today, determine if there's a quorum among back members. Please.
Good morning. We would like to acknowledge the presence of the following members of the BAC: Jaime P. Bakiran, BAC Chairperson; Grace B. Chua, BAC Vice Chairperson; Marian Crichel; Jean D. Sagaok, BAC Member; Darius M. Mercado, BAC Provisional Member; Klein Kevin Filipino, BAC Provisional Member. With 3 regular member present and 2 provisional member, we have a quorum. May we also recognize from TWG, Randolph E. Aquino and Donita Rose S. Tibang, and from BAC Secretariat, Elmer G. Silao and yours truly, Irvet Gozun. That is for our attendance today, sir.
Thank you, Secretariat. For the brief basic contractual data for 20 projects, for the first project with ID number 25OI0070, rehabilitation of road including drainage along Pulanglupa, Las Piñas, City, Lon District, with a duration of 120 calendar days, ABC of 4,946,862 pesos and 59 centavos. Major work category, flood control, construction, drainage, conduits. For the second project with ID number 25OI0071, rehabilitation of road including drainage at Barangay CAA, Las Piñas City, duration of 120 calendar days, ABC of 7,919,970 pesos and 75 centavos. Major work category, flood control, construction, drainage, conduits equivalent to 55.24%, roads rehabilitation, PCCP equivalent to 44.76%. For the third project, with ID number 25OI0072, rehabilitation of road including drainage along Pulanglupa, Las Piñas City, Lon District, duration of 180 calendar days, ABC of 12,869,878 pesos and 51 centavos. Major work category, roads rehabilitation, PCCP equivalent to 57.90%, and flood control, construction, drainage, conduits equivalent to 42.10%. For the fourth project, with ID number 25OI0073, construction of flood control structure along Balihatar-Marulas Creek, Las Piñas City, duration of 180 calendar days, ABC of 48,246,184 pesos and 34 centavos. Major work category, flood control, construction, slope protection using structural measures, example, revetment, retaining structure, and wire net. For the fish project with ID number 25OI0074, construction of slope protection, flood control structure at Barangay Talon, Las Piñas City, duration of 240 calendar days. Major work category, flood control, construction, slope protection using structural measures, example, revetments, retaining structure, and wire net. For the sixth project, with ID number 25OI0075, construction of bypass and diversion road along Alabang-Zapote Diversion Road from Alabang-Zapote Flyover to C5 Bridge, LasPinas City. Duration of 330 calendar days, ABC of 117,247,499 pesos and 29 centavos. Major work category, bridge construction, concrete superstructure without piles. For the seventh project with ID number 25OI0076, construction of flood mitigation structure, Upper Palico, Kabulusan, Cupang, Muntinlupa, City, Phase 2. Duration of 180 calendar days. ABC of 29,699,020 pesos and 12 centavos. Major work category, flood control, construction of slope protection using structural measures, example revetment, retaining structures, and wire nets. For the 8th project, with ID number 25OI0077, rehabilitation of multipurpose building, Daniel Fajardo, LasPinas City, Talon District. Duration of 120 calendar days, ABC of 4,959,987 pesos and 39 centavos. Major work category, buildings repair. For the 9th project, with ID number 25OI0078, construction of flood control structure along Southville 3, Barangay, Piñas-Muntinlupa City, with a duration of 240 calendar days, ABC of 96,499,676 pesos and 15 centavos. Major work category, flood control, construction of slope protection using structural measures, example, revetment, retaining structures, and wire net. For the 10th project, with ID number 25OI0079, construction of flood control structure along Zapote River upstream and its tributaries, LasPinas City, with a duration of 180 calendar days, ABC of 100,902,077 pesos. Major work category, flood control, construction of slope protection using structural measures, example revetment, retaining structures, and wire net. For the 11th project, with ID number 25OI0080, rehabilitation of road at Barangay Manuyo 2, LasPinas City, with a duration of 60 calendar days, ABs of 3,959,958 pesos and 57 centavos. Major work category, roads, rehabilitation, PCCP. For the 12th project, with ID number 25OI0081, construction of road including drainage at Barangay Pulanglupa 1, LasPinas City. Duration of 150 calendar days, ABC of 6,930,000. Major work category, flood control, construction, drainage, close and open, conduits. For the 13th project, with ID number 25OI0082, rehabilitation of drainage at Barangay Manuyo 1, LasPinas City. The duration of 90 calendar days, ABC of 3,959,999 pesos and 94 centavos. Major work category, flood control, construction of drainage, close and open conduits. For the 14th project, with ID number 25OI0083, construction, completion of road at LasPinas, Paranaque Wetland Park, LasPinas City, with a duration of 60 calendar days, ABC of 4,454,448 pesos and 31 centavos. Major work category, roads, rehabilitation, PCCP, and the 15th project with ID number 25OI0084, rehabilitation multipurpose facilities including other improvement at Barangay Talon 2, LasPinas City, with a duration of 120 calendar days, ABC of 22,769,918 pesos and 46 centavos. Major work category, buildings repair. For the 16th project with ID number 25OI0085, construction, completion of multipurpose facilities at Barangay Manuyo 2, LasPinas City, with a duration of 120 calendar days, ABC of 8,909,990 pesos and 38 centavos. Major work category, buildings, construction without piles, low-rise, concrete frame, 1 to 5 stories. For the 17 project with ID number 25I0086, construction of multipurpose facilities and other improvements at Barangay Talon 2, LasPinas City, with a duration of 150 calendar days, ABC of 21,779,987 pesos and 38 centavos. Major work category, buildings, construction without piles, low-rise, concrete frame, 1 to 5 stories. For the 18 project, with ID number 25OI0087, construction of flood control structure along Pasong Cobra, Almirante Creek, Las Piñas City, with a duration of 180 calendar days, ABC of 28,949,914 pesos and 23 centavos. Major work category, flood control, construction of slope protection using structural measures, example, revetment, retaining structure requirement. For the 19th project, with ID number 25OI0088, rehabilitation of road including drainage at Barangay Talon 3, Las Piñas City, with a duration of 90 calendar days, ABC of 4,949,986 pesos and 70 centavos. Major work category, roads, rehabilitation, PCCP. And for the 20th project, with ID number 25OI0089, construction of multipurpose building at Barangay Ilaya, Las Piñas City, with a duration of 120 calendar days, ABC of 6,930,000. Major work category, buildings, construction without piles, low-rise, concrete frame, 1 to 5 story. Now may I request Engineer Kevin Filipino to read the requirements of bidding.
Good morning. Here are the requirements of bidding documents. For technical documents, the following must be submitted. Field of Certificate of Registration and Membership based on GPPB Resolution Number 15-2021. If not yet enrolled in the CWA, the following must be submitted. PCAB license and registration, statement of all ongoing government and private contracts, SLCC, NFCC computation and statement of total assets and total liabilities, and joint venture agreement if applicable. Next is the bid security using Form DPWH, Infra 10, 11, or 12 revised. For the project requirements, the following must be submitted. Duly initialed organizational chart for the contract using Form DPWH Infra 13. Duly initialed contractor's list of key personnel for the contract using Form DPWH Infra 14. Duly initialed list of contractors' major equipment using Form DPWH Infra 15. And sworn statement under RA 9184-IRR Section 25.2B using Form DPWH Infra 16 revised. And for the additional requirement, the preliminary examination of technical proposal form or checklist may be included. For the financial documents, the following must be included in the bid. Duly signed bid form, duly signed bid prices in the bill of quantities using forms DPWH Infra 17 and 18. Duly initial detailed estimates including a summary sheet indicating the unit prices of construction materials, labor rates, and equipment rentals used. Duly initial cash flow by quarter using form DPWH Infra 19. And for the additional requirement, the preliminary examination of financial documents form or checklist may be included. For the documents to be submitted by the contractor, the bidding requirement. The bidding for the project shall be governed by all the provisions of RA number 9184 and its 2016 revised IRR, including its generic procurement manual and associated policies, rules, and regulations as the primary source thereof, while the herein clauses shall serve as a secondary source thereof. Any amendments made to the IRR and other GPPB issuances shall be applicable only to the ongoing posting, advertisement, or invitation to bid by the BAC through the issuance of a supplemental or bid bulletin. The bidder, by the act of submitting its bid, shall be deemed to have inspected the site, determined the general characteristics of the contracted works, and the conditions for this project, such as the location and the nature of the work, climatic conditions, transportation facilities, nature and condition of the terrain, geological conditions of the site communication facilities, requirements, location, and availability of construction aggregates and other materials, labor, water, electric power and access roads, and other factors that may affect the cost, duration, and execution or implementation of the contract, project, or work, and examine all instructions, forms, terms, and project requirements in the bidding document. For the eligible bidders, only bids of bidders found to be legally, technically, and financially capable will be evaluated. The bidder must have an experience of having completed a single largest completed contract or SLCC that's similar to this project, equivalent to at least 50% of the ABC adjusted, if necessary, by the bidder to current prices using the PSA CPI, except under conditions provided for in Section 23.4.2.4 of the 2016 revised IRR of RA number 9184. A contract is considered to be similar to the contract to be bid if it has the major categories of work stated in the BDS. The bidder shall comply with the eligibility criteria under Section 23.4.2 of the 2016 IRR of RA number 9184. For the clarification and amendment of bidding documents, prospective bidders may request for clarification on and/or interpretation of any part of the bidding document. Such request must be in writing and received by the procuring entity either at its given address or through electronic mail indicated in the IB, at least 10 calendar days before the deadline set for the submission and receipt of bid. For the documents comprising the bid, eligibility, and technical component, the first envelope shall contain the eligibility and technical documents of the bid as specified in Section 9, checklist of technical and financial documents. A valid pickup license is required, and in case of joint ventures, a valid special pickup license and registration for the type and cost of the contract for this project. Any additional type of contractor license or permit shall be indicated in the BDS. A list of contractors' key personnel, example project manager, project engineers, materials engineers, safety officer, and foreman, assigned to the contract to be bid, with their complete qualification and experience data shall be provided. The minimum years of experience for the key personnel of the following contract. For contract ID numbers 25OI0070, 25OI0071, 25OI0072, 25OI0076, 25OI0077, 25OI0080, 25OI0081, 25OI0082, 25OI0083, 25OI0084, 25OI0085, 25OI0086, 25OI0087, 25OI0088, and 25OI0089. Here are the minimum years of similar experience of the key personnel. For project manager, the minimum years of similar experience of same position and the minimum years of total work experience of same position is 5 years. For the project engineer, the minimum years of similar experience of same position and the minimum years of total work experience of same position, he or she must be at least an accredited provisional project engineer. For the foreman, the minimum years of similar experience of same position and the minimum years of total work experience of same position is 5 years. The materials engineer must be at least an accredited materials engineer 1, and for the safety officer, he or she must be a construction safety and health certificate holder. For contract ID numbers 25OI0073, 25OI0074, 25OI0075, 25OI0078, and 25OI0079, here are the minimum years of experience of the key personnel. For the project manager, the minimum years of similar experience of same position and the minimum years of total work experience of same position is 8 years. The project engineer must be an accredited provisional project engineer. For the foreman, the minimum years of similar experience of same position, and the minimum years of total work experience of same position is 8 years. The materials engineer must be at least an accredited materials engineer 1, and the safety officer must be a holder of construction safety and health certificate. A list of contractors' major equipment units, which are owned, leased, and/or under purchase agreements, supported by proof of ownership or certification of availability of equipment from the equipment lessor or vendor for the duration of the project. Here are the minimum equipment to be used for the following contracts. For contract ID number 25OI0070, 1 unit of each of the following equipment must be provided: mini backhoe with breaker, mini dump truck, all model, water truck or pump, and vibratory roller. For contract ID number 25OI0071, 1 unit of each of the following must be provided: backhoe with breaker, dump truck, water truck, cargo truck, delivery truck. For contract ID number 25OI0072, 1 unit of each of the equipment must be provided: dump truck, backhoe with breaker, water truck, cargo truck, payloader, vibratory roller, cargo truck, backhoe, and motorized road grader. For contract ID number 25OI0073, the minimum required equipment are as follows: cargo or service truck, motorized road grader, vibratory roller, water truck or pump, backhoe, payloader, dump truck, crawler crane, concrete vibrator, concrete pump, crawler crane, vibro hammer, drilling rig, bentonite beam, bentonite mixer, lighting system or tower lights, and vibro hammer with hydraulic power pack. For contract ID number 25OI0074, 1 unit of each of the following equipment must be provided: dump truck, payloader, backhoe with breaker, cargo truck, pump crate, water truck or pump, bulldozer, motorized road grader, and vibratory roller. For contract ID number 25OI0075, 1 unit of each of the following equipment must be provided: backhoe, payloader, dump truck, deck barge, tugboat, motorized road grader, vibratory roller, water truck, cargo truck, truck-mounted crane, vibro hammer, asphalt distributor, tandem steel roller, pneumatic tire roller, and asphalt wheeler. For contract ID number 25OI0076, the minimum equipment required are as follows: 1 unit of each of the following: dump truck, payloader, backhoe with breaker, pump, water truck or pump, cargo truck, pump crate, and vibro hammer. For contract ID number 25OI0077, 1 unit of each of the following equipment must be provided: backhoe, dump truck, and jackhammer. For contract ID number 25OI0078, as shown on the screen, 1 unit of each of the following equipment must be provided: backhoe, dump truck, vibratory roller, payloader, truck mounted boom. Contract ID number 25OI0079. 1 unit of each of the following equipment must be provided: vibratory roller, backhoe, dump truck, cargo or service truck, vibro hammer, and crawler crane. Contract ID number 25OI0080. 1 unit of each of the following equipment must be provided: backhoe with breaker, payloader, dump truck, water truck or pump, vibratory roller. For contract ID number 25OI0081, 1 unit of each of the following equipment must be provided: backhoe with breaker, payloader, dump truck, water truck or pump, and vibratory roller. Contract ID number 25OI0082. 1 unit of each of the following equipment are required: backhoe with breaker, dump truck, all model, water truck, cargo truck, or delivery truck. Contract ID number 25OI0083. 1 unit of each of the following equipment must be provided: backhoe, dump truck, motorized road grader, vibratory roller, water truck or pump, cargo or service truck. Contract ID number 25OI0084. The following must be provided: 1 dump truck, 1 backhoe, truck-mounted crane, and 1 pump crate. For contract ID number 25OI0085, the following must be provided: 1 cargo or service truck, 1 backhoe, 1 dump truck, and 1 boom truck. For contract ID number 25OY0086, 1 unit of each of the following equipment must be provided: dump truck, backhoe, boom truck, and concrete pump. For contract ID number 25OI0087, 1 unit of each of the following equipment is required: dump truck, payloader, backhoe with breaker, cargo truck, pump crate, water truck or pump, and vibratory roller. For contract ID number 25OI0088, 1 unit of each of the following equipment is required: backhoe with breaker, dump truck all model, water truck, cargo truck or delivery truck. And lastly, for contract ID number 25OI0089, 1 unit of each of the following equipment is required for this project: dump truck, backhoe, and pump crate. For the documents comprising the bid, the financial component, the second bid envelope shall contain the financial documents for the bid as specified in Section 9, Checklist of Technical and Financial Documents. Any bid exceeding the ABC indicated in paragraph 1 of the IB shall not be accepted. For the bid security, the bidder shall submit a bid securing declaration or any form of bid security in the amount indicated in the BDS, which shall not be less than the percentage of the ABC in accordance with the schedule in the BDS. The bid and bid security shall be valid 120 calendar days after opening of bid. Any bid not accompanied by an acceptable bid security shall be rejected by the procuring entity as non-responsive. For the sealing and marking of bids, each bidder shall submit 1 copy of the first and second components of its bid. The procuring entity may request additional hard copies and or electronic copies of the bid. However, failure of the bidders to comply with the said request shall not be a ground for disqualification. If the procuring entity allows the submission of bids through online submission to the given website or any other electronic means, the bidder shall submit an electronic copy of its bid. An electronic copy that cannot be opened or is corrupted shall be considered non-responsive and thus automatically disqualified. For the opening and preliminary examination of bids, the BAC shall open the bids in public at the time, on the date, and at the place specified in paragraph 9 of the IB. The bidder's representatives who are present shall sign a register evidencing their attendance. In case the bids cannot be opened to schedule due to justifiable reasons, rescheduling requirements under Section 29 of the 2016 revised IRR of RA number 9184 shall prevail. Section 30 of the 2016 revised IRR of RA number 9184 shall govern the preliminary examination of bids. For the detailed evaluation and comparison of bids, the procuring entity's BAC shall immediately conduct a detailed evaluation of all bids rated pass using non-discretionary pass or fail criteria. The BAC shall consider the conditions in the evaluation of bids under Section 32.2 of 2016 revised IRR of RA number 9184, Section 32.2.1 of 2016 revised IRR of RA number 9184 for the completeness of the bid. Unless the instruction to bidders specifically allow partial bids, bids not addressing or providing all of the required items in the bidding document, including, where applicable, bill of quantity shall be considered non-responsive and thus automatically disqualified. In this regard, where a required item is provided but no price is indicated, the same shall be considered as non-responsive, but specifying a 0 or a dash for the said item would mean that it is being offered for free to the government except those required by law or regulations to be provided. For the post-qualification, within an unextendable period of 5 calendar days from the receipt by the bidder of the notice from the BAC that is submitted the lowest calculated bid, the bidder shall submit its latest income and business tax returns, filed and paid through electronic filing and payment system, and other appropriate licenses and permits required by law and stated in the BD. For our timelines, the last day of clarification or query was on March 8, 2025, which is 10 days before the deadline of receipt of bid. The deadline of receipt of bid is at 8 a.m. of March 18, 2025, and the opening of bids will immediately follow after the deadline of submission or receipt of bids.
Thank you, Engineer Kelvin. Any question and comments from the bidders. May we also recognize the presence of Arcemilia Construction and Marketing Incorporated. Ma'am, good morning po. Any question po? Okay. Any question? Wala na po. Okay, thank you. This conclude the private conference. Thank you to the observers and for coming and to the and to those who have participated. Thank you. Thank you po sa lahat.